Welcome to NFL News with Sylvester. Thursday night football game had the Cincinnati Bengals playing against the Baltimore Ravens. The Cincinnati Bengals lost to the Baltimore Ravens 20-34. It was the Baltimore Ravens 34, the Cincinnati Bengals 20. In the second quarter, Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow left the game due to a sprained right wrist and did not return. It is unclear if Burrow will miss further time with the wrist injury. Now, it says that also that speculation about Burrow's health has arisen before the game, as he was seen wearing a cast on his throwing hand upon arriving in Baltimore. Also in that game, between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens played on Thursday night, there were two other key significant injuries on the Baltimore Ravens side. Lamar Jackson, the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, had a sprained ankle. Well, it looked like it was going to be a sprained ankle, but to the fans, it was came back, so it looks like he may not miss time. Despite the injury, Jackson did finish the game, went 16 for 26 for 264 yards and two touchdowns, while adding 54 yards rushing with his legs. He insisted after the game that his ankle wouldn't be a problem, and Jackson is just quoted as saying is "I'm good" when referring to the ankle. On the other injury for the Baltimore Ravens, that a significant player, the tight end Mark Andrews, may have suffered a likely season-ending ankle injury. The Baltimore Ravens Andrews limped off the field and to the locker room, seemingly refusing assistance from the Ravens medical staff. After the game, however, head coach John Harbaugh confirmed the worst, a likely season-ending ankle injury. Mark Andrews has a very serious ankle injury. It looks like a season-ending injury, Harbaugh announced after the Ravens 34-20 win. I think it's a form of a high ankle injury, but more than just a sprain. And then he says, our prayers will be with Mark. The injury happened just 4 minutes into the game when Bengals linebacker Logan Wilson rolled up on Andrews' ankle when making a tackle from behind. It was a hip drop tackle, and Harbaugh raised concern about such tackles after the game. Wilson also injured Lamar Jackson's ankle with the same kind of tackle. After the game, Cincinnati Bengals linebacker Logan Wilson was not made available for comment. The New York Jets' top receiver, Garrett Wilson, will be listed as questionable for Sunday's AFC East showdown against the Buffalo Bills. Wilson has been limited all week in practices due to an elbow injury. Head coach Robert Saleh said Friday that everything is positive with Wilson, but noted he must be cleared to play. Robert Saleh is also optimistic. We'll see. Honestly, I'm not going to speak for him or the docs, but there's a couple of hurdles he has to clear, according to Robert Saleh. The Cleveland Browns are hosting free agent quarterback Joe Flacco for a workout. The 38-year-old Flacco made 5 appearances for the New York Jets in 2022, including 4 starts. The veteran single caller was a former first-round pick of the Baltimore Ravens in 2008. While never earning a Pro Bowl nod in 15 campaigns, he helped the Baltimore Ravens to a Super Bowl win and take home the game's MVP award. After 11 seasons with the Ravens, Flacco played 1 year in Denver in 2019, starting 8 games. He's been with the Jets for the past 3 seasons, making 9 starts in 2022. Former Buffalo Bills Hall of Fame quarterback Jim Kelly has penned an open letter to Josh Allen, Bills fans, that we will get through this together. With the Buffalo Bills and quarterback Josh Allen struggling, Hall of Fame quarterback Jim Kelly took to Instagram on Wednesday with words of encouragement for Allen, the team, and anyone else struggling in life. Kelly, of course, has had his own health issues and said one of the ways that he gets through tough times in focusing on people around him who love me no matter what. It was his quotes. Was his quote. Okay, and also he quoted on that was, when we are down is not the time to give up. It's the time to stand up for each other, help each other, Kelly said. That's what the Buffalo community and the Bills Mafia does. We will get through this together. It's the only way. Minnesota Vikings veteran quarterback returns from injury ahead of prime time. The Minnesota Vikings quarterback room is inching closer to full health after weathering a string of injuries the past 4 weeks. Veteran Nick Mullins was designated to return to practice on Wednesday, November 15th, opening up a 21-day window for Mullins to be activated to the 53-man roster after landing on the injury reserve list with a lower back injury on October 11th. Following Kirk Cousins' season-ending Achilles injury on October 29th, Josh Dobbs has steadied a Vikings team that appeared to be in dire straits. Before Dobbs, Minnesota was down to only rookie Jaren Hall the week Cousins joined Mullins on the injured reserve list. Dobbs was thrust into playing just 5 days after he arrived in Minnesota, when Hall suffered a concussion in the first quarter of the Week 9's win over the Atlanta Falcons. The Vikings did not have another player designated to wear the green dot on offense that week after emergency quarterback Cam Akers, a running back, ruptured his Achilles late in the game. Had Dobbs gone down, there's no telling what may have happened. Mullins' return provides some assurances that happening again after the Vikings trotted out Sean Mannion, a practice squad elevation, as their only backup in a Week 10 win over the New Orleans Saints. If Mullins is deemed healthy enough to be activated from injury reserve, he will back up Dobbs against the Denver Broncos on Sunday Night Football this week. Hall is considered close to clearing the concussion protocol and couldn't be a candidate to dress on Sunday. New Las Vegas cornerback Jack Jones on the Patriots release. I would say it was the best fit. So it's been a chronic 4-day span for Jack Jones. The cornerback played in New England Patriots' 10-6 loss to the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday in Frankfurt, Germany. By Monday, he was waived by the Patriots upon the team's return to the United States. By Tuesday, he was claimed by the Las Vegas Raiders. And on Wednesday, he is in Vegas attempting to explain the emotional roller coaster, admitting he was hurt by his release and has plenty of inspiration going forward. As for his exit and fall from grace in Boston, he didn't go into too much detail, but believes he just didn't mesh with the Patriots. I would say it wasn't the best fit, Jones said via ESPN's Paul Gutierrez. I can hardly speak too much about it. Just because I'm not on the coaching staff, I can't call it. Just wasn't the best fit, but I'm glad to be here, as in being in Las Vegas. Philadelphia Eagles center Jason Kelly on the Super Bowl rematch between the teams playing on Monday Night Football. The Philadelphia Eagles are 8-1, will be at the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 7-2. So Monday Night Showdown between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles is a rematch of the Super Bowl. Revenge for a Lombardi loss isn't what motivates Eagle center Jason Kelly. Jason Kelly says, I'm motivated to win the game. I don't need the Super Bowl loss to motivate me to beat my brother, Travis, or former coach, Andy Reid. I've never beaten them in my career. I'm more motivated maybe by that, the Eagles center said. I don't buy into a Super Bowl revenge games. Each season is different. This team is not the same. That team is not the same. Nothing that happens on Monday night is going to at all change or make anything different about what happened last year. In Nashville, Tennessee, the Tennessee Titans will be moving to a new stadium for the 2027 season, and they're taking their current name with them under a new 20-year naming rights deal with Nissan North America. The Titans announced the exclusive deal Friday to keep playing at Nissan Stadium. Financial terms were not disclosed, but Nissan Stadium has been the name of the team's current stadium since 2015. The new enclosed stadium is scheduled to open for the 2027 NFL season and will be built in the parking lots between Interstate 24 and the current stadium. Nashville already has a group working to land events ranging from a Super Bowl and a Final Four to concerts for the 2.1 billion building. The partnership is a natural extension of our already long-standing friendship with Nissan, the Titans president and CEO Burke Nihill said. Nissan has two manufacturing facilities in Tennessee, and the company's North American headquarters is in Franklin, south of Nashville. Nissan employs more than 11,000 people in Tennessee. Under the deal, Nissan will also support the Titans' One Community Outreach program, which includes a 12,000 square foot space at the new stadium for community events available all year. Jerome Pepin, chairman, Nissan Americas, said Nissan Stadium is a centerpiece of Nashville's skyline. It is important for Nissan to keep our name on the new stadium, Pepin said. As more people come to Nashville both to visit and to live in this wonderful city, Nissan Stadium is a true showcase for our brand and for the career opportunities we've offered here for more than 4 decades. The new stadium will replace the current stadium that opened in 1999. The new Nissan Stadium will be built with what is considered the largest commitment of public funding for an NFL stadium, with $1.2 billion combined being issued in state and local bonds. This has been NFL News with Sylvester. This is Sylvester saying over and out.